The time is 8:46 on this Wednesday morning, June 7th, 2017. Time now for the Peter Channel morning news on this Wednesday morning, June 7th, 2017. Got good morning to you all this lovely Wednesday morning, June 7th, 2017. Top news headlines at 8:47 on this Wednesday morning. Washington. President Donald Trump announced Wednesday that he plans to nominate Christopher A. Wade, the former Assistant Attorney General in charge of the Justice Department's criminal division, to be the next FBI director. London. Gunman dressed as woman stormed Iran's parliament building on Wednesday while suicide bomber targets tried to denounce Republic's founder in Delhi Twitter attack to a claim by ISIS. While in the recent breakdown between Canada and its Gulf neighbors, exposing the political difference between the Gulf Corporation and Council member states, it also highlights the emergence of a new type of cyber information warfare. Eric Trump calls for critics not even people. According to poll, voters want Trump to get off Twitter. According to new political voter consult poll shows the vast majority of voters, 65% say Trump uses Twitter too much. Beijing, China government and some officials don't do things by accident. President Xi Jinping's schedule is tightly controlled as statements, meticulously scripted his public appearances, neatly choreographed. Yangon, Myanmar military spokesman said the transport plane with more than 100 people on board has gone missing from a flight from the country to South Yangon. Canberra, Australia, a former U.S. intelligence official said Washington Wednesday that the Watergate schedule that brought out the president appeals in comparison to the allegation that President Trump's elected little with the Russians. Caveat, and in case you haven't realized it, the point I'm trying to make yet in the former President Barack Obama, in a speech Canada Tuesday, said Western values still the world cautioned against embracing isolation of faith and economic uncertainty. As top intelligence law enforcement officials testified in front of the Congress this week, one big question was, did President Trump attempt to obstruct the justice of the Russian investigation? Taunton, Massachusetts. On the last day of Convoy, Roy Stern's young life, the text message popped in the phone, one after another. Washington. Republican senators are likely to keep out key Obamacare provision to benefit people. When pre-existing conditions, they crafted a bill to replace the Affordable Care Act. London's Metropolitan Police says specials recovered the body of an 8th victim from the River Thames fall in the London Bridge attack. The German government has approved the removal of the troops of the Turkey's Insulet air base escalated tensions between the two countries. Mike Flaherty wins Northern Selectmen's race, 1,114 votes to Brian Grickle, 764 votes. Civil service on the line when Playfield time meeting resumes. Seacock voters approved budget and Miller tax goes before legislature next week. European markets moved higher during the early afternoon deals on Wednesday with the bank shares leading the gates after Spain Santander and afternoon to buy Banco Popular. Sears Holdings has closed at 66 more stores in the dominant week that Sears and Kmart stores back to profitability. Sources close to the chain said Tuesday. Amazon accepted ING2. Lower. And there, Lord Governor shows a Walmart by this government paid about Prime Minister for people who are whistling government assistance with the cabinet. Tesla is the first time passenger drivers during getting a chance to show and tell, especially China when finance is doing playing a note on a sunny spring day in Beijing. The stocks are now down 4.78, 1.21, 136.23, SP 5 down 6.67 points at 24.29.33, and Nasdaq down 20.63 points at 6,275.06. NASA needs to develop new Mars mission now to prevent solid exploration, organization argues. A new study led by the U.S. Geological Survey. And what you basically have found that increased Westwood ice strip and above trajectory sees across polar bears that spend more energy walking days with a fast moving treadmill. After record started, a number of people applied to the job. The newest member of NASA's astronaut corps will be revealed today. And maybe 47 million people globally have Alzheimer's disease and never protected triple by 2050. There are new cure for the real treatment, but study said show that Alzheimer's association that 17 you can do. Ronald Murdoch is accused of not telling his girlfriend he was HIV positive and charged with murder after the wisdom at which attributed AIDS. Chicago with 38,000 oncologist converted to spawn, but core replacement of animated American Society for of Clinical Oncology. The Health and Convention Center are accredited as Manhattan Sidewalks. Peter Jill Dusar, 8:52 on this Wednesday morning, and it's time for Sports Report. Boston Red Sox beat the New York Yankees 5-4. Tonight, Sox and Yankees go ahead at about at 7:05 p.m. Scooter Jennings is lifted by and going to start as his celebration for home run tonight in the Cincinnati Reds blowout win. Find the New York Jets cut space question about the new future quarterback. Odell Beckham Jr. is absent from the New York Jets organized team activities directly. Richard is wide up receivers designed for a new contract. Sources told ESPN's Adam Schefter. Peter Children's time is 8:52 on this Wednesday morning, and it is time now for traffic and transit report. Beep! Let's study off the evening with a civil line as a fire spirits and moderate lanes in the traffic on the commuter rail. Fremont train 7:55 and get the part of the substation open 25-35 minutes late due to late about the inbound train. Fremont line train 7:56 is back to the part Reedville 10-20 minutes late due to late about the outbound train. West Line train 590 8:34 from Ashland is departed. Ashland is up in 10-15 minutes past due to a mechanical issue. And Park Stoughton train 906 8:30 from Stoughton is departed. Stoughton is up in 10-15 minutes past due to a mechanical issue. And the ferries they are looking yet. Alright, looking at Iowa's and Bowie's and New England 95 and the North Bend so between 37 and work audience in downtown Providence. 185 West Bend so between Seacock and downtown Providence. And North Bend so between 146 and 122 in Lakewood, the second area. 95 at the North Bend and it's slow between Route 1 and shared all your Route 128 gets to 24 at the North Bend so between 27 Rockland and Route 128 gets to Route 3 at the North Bend so between 228 Rockland and Braintree Split. 128 at the North Bend so between Braintree Split and Route 20 Waltham. 45 of the North Battalion, slow between Milford Island and Route 9 of Westford, Mass Pike East Battalion, it's slow between Fairhaven and Aldi Anthony. Logan Airport, Mass Pike West Battalion, slow both ends between the Osprey Trolls and the Logan Airport, 7 express and the North Battalion, so on both ends between Dorchester and Bridgie, then North Battalion, back to the Aldi, the gas tank, 93 the South Battalion, so between North and Island, and the St. Bridge in Boston. Route 1 and South Battalion, so between Revere and Charlestown, 120 the South Battalion, slow between Route 1 and PVD all the way after Route 20 Waltham. Route tonight, eastbound side lows between Shrewsbury and Route 45 at Odin. Marlborough, Route 280 eastbound side, so between Port Devons and Concord. Route 3 the southbound side, so between 485 Lawdown. Route 128 Alden. Burlington. Mary Parkway, westbound side, so between Fairfield and Stepford. 95 the southbound side, so between Fairfield and Stepford. 84 westbound side, so between Newtown and Denbury, and eastbound side, so between New Britain and Northern Connecticut. 91, the North Bend side, so between Harvard and 291, 91, the South Bend side, so between Harvard and Middletown. And Nurture Me now with a looking at Peter Channel News time is 8:55 on this Wednesday morning, and it's time now for weather report. And looking at radar, and it shows a lot of rain showers stretching on the line from Natick, Massachusetts, all the way up the Pike to Boston, and up 93 up to Redden, and up Route 1 to Peabody, and up through Woburn, and raining around Citrus and around Canton, Stoughton, and Sheridan, raining around Provincetown, around Citrus, and up around Newburyport, and up to sea. Okay, let us take a look at our 7-day forecast. It goes like this. For today, clouds by mid-morning and gradual clear down about 68 degrees. North winds about 7 miles an hour for tonight. Most of the coast come about 46 degrees. South for about 5 miles coming to the evening for Thursday. South come about 73 degrees. South for about 3 to 8 miles an hour for Thursday night. Chance to shine maybe after 11 p.m. Patch back at 2 to 8 miles. Mostly clouds about 47 degrees. South for about 5 to 7 miles coming to light available. Transportation 30%. New prints about less than 10 minutes possible for Friday. Chance to shine with thunderstorms possible to 5 p.m. Patch back before 8 a.m. miles. Mostly clouds about 30 degrees. West about 5 to 8 miles an hour. Transportation 40%. Friday night, and chance to shine and thunderstorm maybe before 7 p.m. Punch out after 2 a.m. Otherwise, podcast about 55 degrees, just paid 30%. Saturday, patch about 475. Mostly steady the podcast, but 70 about 64 degrees. Sunday, mostly steady podcast, got a warmer high, but 87 about 64 degrees. Monday, patch about mostly steady, mostly crisp, but 8 about 68 degrees. And Tuesday, steady, coming down degrees. So finally, we got out of the cold June, much like pattern, and back to normal temperatures in June. Right now, in Taunton, it's 53 and overcast, and Naughton is overcast 55, and Medfield overcast at 54. And that is getting it by the Peter Channel. Morning news on this June 7th, 2017 on a Wednesday morning. Peter J. Wisdom, have a good morning and goodbye day to you, and I'll hope to see you for a new time report. Hope you all have a good morning.